Hey guys, this is Vlad. Today I'm going to be doing my very first character spotlight on the character that has become my absolute favorite on the new banner, Super Saiyan Kid Trunks. I'm going through his stats, his kit, and then go into some analysis and recommendations on what I think is the best way to use him. First, I'm going to be going through his stats. I'm going to be going through his 7-star max soul boosted stats. So first, let's see, he has an HP of over 614,000, which puts it at the 11th highest in the game. He has a very high strike attack, over 58,000, which is the 14th highest in the game. And he's a new Blast King with a maximum blast attack over 65,000 and the highest blast attack in the game. His defenses are more middle of the road, maxing at a little over 38,000, and he has an above average key restore speed of 2,077. So what this adds up to is a very balanced attacker with both high strike and extremely high blast, and good enough key restore to do long enough combos to use both his stats. Next, I'll be going into his kit. So he has a Z ability that is one of the first of its kind. So from 0 to 4 stars, it adds only Hybrid Saiyan blast attack, which is very good on him and on the rest of the Hybrid Saiyan team. But from 5 to 7 stars, it also adds a blast defense buff. So it doubles up both blast attack and blast defense. That is extremely awesome. There are very few non-color tied Z abilities that are double stacked. And the fact that he's both a great character and a great bench support is fantastic. So it's a great Z ability. His unique abilities are also great. He has 2 of them. The first one is if he is partnered with Goten in the battle party, he gets a 40% boost to blast damage. Now that is fantastic. With his extremely high base blast stat, he was going to be hitting incredibly hard with his blast cards. His second unique ability also fits the same bill. It has a 20% blast damage inflicted from the first 30 timer counts. So doubled up if he has Goten on his team for the first 30 counts. He's going to be doing an extra 60% blast damage on his already extremely powerful blast cards. His main ability is I'm a little stronger. Now this is an awesome main ability. It inflicts the enemy with a 100% decrease in key recovery for 10 timer counts, completely shutting down their key recovery. It has a potential secondary effect of increasing his vanishing gauge recovery by 75% if his health is higher than his opponent for 10 timer counts. And this can be activated only 15 counts in a battle. So this is an awesome main ability. It shuts down the enemy's key recovery, and so they can't attack you very often. And then it increases his own vanishing gauge 75%, so the few times they can attack you, he'll be able to vanish it. His special move is Double Buster. So this is an attack that hits very hard because of his high stats, but it also increases blast damage inflicted to the enemy for 15% for 15 timer counts. It has a secondary effect of decreasing their key recovery by 30% for 15 timer counts. This fits his kit perfectly in terms of being able to do a ton of damage and decrease the enemy's key recovery. His special skill is Unlock Key Rapid Blast Form. This is a fantastic green card. It increases 10% blast damage for each Hybrid Saiyan battle member, and it also decreases the cost of each blast card by 1 for each Hybrid Saiyan battle member. This effect can stack, so if you are able to use multiple green cards, you can continuously decrease the cost of his blast attack while also increasing the damage. So if you are able to pull multiple green cards and use them, his blast can just absolutely devastate the enemy team. So the best way to use him is as an anti-purple sniper. You start with his best friend Goten on the field to bait out a purple unit, swap to Kid Trunks, and then just let him go to work. Like all blast characters with high key restore, my favorite way to use him is to buff his strike cards, put him on a strike team, and then have him use the blast cards left over from his teammate's strike combos. I would even go so far as to say he excels with a strike deck so that he can chain long combos that control the field, and also give him the freedom to strike cancel to help set up combinations or collect Dragon Balls. If done well, the low cost of strike cards will allow him to extend combos and buy enough time to draw blast cards to make great use of his kit. As for his main ability, I believe the best time to use it is right after the enemy lands a long combo and you think you'll be able to land your own. That way by the time you finish the combo, the enemy will still not have full ki to hit you back. And you'll get a longer break to gather ki, gather vanish, and draw more cards. Alternatively, it can be used for its secondary effect. And in that case, the best time to use it would be immediately after a counter vanish when you don't have much ki. You aren't sure that you would normally be able to combo long enough to get your vanish back. So if you pop your main ability, your combo won't need as many ki or cards to get enough sidesteps to get your vanish back by the end of the combo and make sure you aren't exposed to a counter attack. Now if Kid Trunks has a weakness, it's that although his HP is very high, his defenses are not. So he's not as tanky as his health bar shows. So a lot of times you'll see a very big HP number and think that he's fine out there, but you really don't want him taking too much damage from anyone but purple characters. You definitely do not want to have him tank attacks from neutral damage. For equipment, my number one recommendation is leave my dad alone. So I have to say it like that because it's got the exclamation point at the end. It's got both strike and blast attack increases and increases his base ki restore speed. So it is perfect to fit his archetype as a double attacker, being able to do damage with both cards and do long combos. My second recommendation is I'm Getting Excited. It boosts his base blast attack and base ki restore speed, which really help his already amazing offense, but also shores up his defense a little bit with strike defense. The team I would recommend for him is a full hybrid strike team, as shown on screen. So Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Super Trunks, and Goten all give him a strike Z ability buff each, and then he gets a blast Z ability buff from himself and Super Saiyan Trunks. And to help out with his defense a little bit, Yellow Gohan gives the entire team a hybrid HP buff. So to fully draw out Kid Trunks' potential, the best partner is obviously Goten, and then the third partner is whatever color you think would best counter the enemy's team. I think the most common choice is usually going to be Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, simply because he's so powerful, but also brings 2 strike cards to make sure that you have a strike deck. However, the red Super Saiyan Trunks is also a useful third party member, just because of his cover ability really helps out their lack of much defense relative to other units. Well, that's going to do it for me for today. If you enjoyed this video and you have any questions, comments, concerns, please comment below or hit me up on Twitter or Discord. The links will be in the description. If you really enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. I will have plenty more content, plenty more streams coming, and thank you guys for coming out.